Hi, and welcome to this 15-minute restorative gentle flow to open up the hips. Find a seat that is comfortable for you, and we'll begin to introduce some gentle movement, rolling the shoulders back, down, and away from the ears. Switching directions now, rolling the shoulders gently forward. Next, we'll begin to stretch through the neck, dropping the left ear towards the left shoulder. Breathing in, lifting up through center, and dropping the right ear towards the right shoulder. Breathing in deeply, lifting the head back up to a neutral position. Moving into some gentle neck rolls, dropping left ear to left shoulder, tucking the chin to roll it across to the right side, drawing a circle with your nose as you lift up through the crown and drop the left ear to left shoulder once more, rolling through a few gentle circles at your own pace. And switching the direction of those circles, dropping the right ear to the right shoulder, tucking your chin, rolling across through the left side, lifting up through the crown, breathing deeply, enjoying a deep, gentle stretch through all those little muscles in your neck that support your head all day long. Breathing in deeply now, bring the soles of the feet together to connect in front of you now. If you'd like to use your blocks or pillows, blankets, anything for some support to place beneath the knees, that can feel nice in this posture to give some support to the hip and knee joints. Settling into Baddha Konasana, a butterfly pose. Breathe deeply into the hip joints and experiment with gentle movements through the feet, wiggling or flapping your butterfly wings. Your legs can feel nice here and encourage opening through the hips. If you'd like more sensation in this posture, you can lean forward, bending at the hips, keeping a straight spine. Sitting up tall now, slowly bring the knees back together and place the feet flat on the ground in front of you. We'll begin to windshield wiper the knees, swaying them back and forth, from left to right, across the body. Introducing some gentle movement in the hips here before we begin some deeper stretches. Remember to breathe deeply, sending the breath to nourish the hip joints. Moving as fast or as slow as feels good for your body here. Feeling the hips starting to loosen and soften with each sway. Come back to center now, sitting up straight, and slowly lower yourself down to the ground. Knees will stay bent here with feet flat on the floor. Bring your right foot up to rest on top of your left knee, and we'll come into a figure 4 position here. You can leave that left foot planted on the ground if that feels like plenty of sensation for you. But if you'd like a little bit more, you can pull the left leg up, wrapping the fingers behind the left knee and drawing the leg closer to you. Feeling that deep stretch through the hips, keeping both feet engaged while we rest into this shape. Returning to the breath anytime you feel a challenging sensation or feedback in the body. And letting it all go, dropping the right foot back down to the mat. Switching sides now, bringing the left foot up to rest on top of the right knee. Again, you're welcome to leave that right foot down on the ground if that feels like plenty for you, but the invitation to lift the right foot up into the air, supporting the leg with your right hands interlaced behind the right knee and pulling the shape of your legs towards you. Feet stay flexed and engaged here. As you breathe deeply, sending the breath anywhere in the body that you feel tension, resistance, feedback. Taking a moment to notice any subtle differences between this side and the other side of your body, knowing that this is completely normal as each side carries weight and tension in our days in different ways. Just tuning into the body, listening and noticing. Taking another deep, nourishing breath here and letting it go. Releasing this pose, bringing your feet flat down to the mat and windshield wiping your knees again from side to side. Releasing some of that deep stretch we just felt through the hips and glutes. Now lift both feet up into the air, creating a 90-degree angle with the knees. Make fists with both of your hands. Bring them together, locking them in with your knees in between the legs. Begin to move your feet away from one another, out as far as you're comfortably able, before bringing them back to the center to touch once more. And repeating this movement, opening the feet wide, bringing them back to touch in the center, using the fists and your knees as a swivel point, creating a nice internal and external rotation within the hip joints. Breathing deeply here, release the legs and the arms back down to the ground. If you'd like to shake out the hips once more with that side to side motion, that could feel nice here. Breathing deeply here, coming to stillness, pressing the lower back into the floor as we lift our feet up and overhead for happy baby pose. Reach to grab the soles of your feet by the outer edge of the foot, or perhaps loop 2 fingers around your big toes, wherever you can get a comfortable grip to create some gentle downward pressure in the hips, releasing the lower back. Go ahead and roll around here, explore some organic movement, see what feels good for you. And when you're complete, you can release the legs down, rolling over onto one side, slowly pressing yourself up, moving through a tabletop position briefly to come down onto our bellies. Place your palms on the floor just beneath your head to create a little cushion. And we're going to repeat that windshield wiper movement, this time with the legs inverted, getting a stretch in another part of our hips. Again, the feet do not have to come all the way down to the floor here to receive the benefit of this movement. Breathing deeply as you continue to loosen up the hip joints, sending them a little love and thanks for all the weight they carry, supporting our body every day, helping us to move our legs and run and play. Go ahead and find stillness. Tuck your toes under for a little leverage and bring your right leg up into a half frog pose here, bending at the knee, creating as close to a right angle as you're able. And when you're ready, lifting the right foot up into the air towards your head. This can feel a little strange at first, but this movement will help to unlock some of the deeper muscles in our hips that are hard to get into. Remembering your breath here, sending it into those tender areas with each lift of the foot. Bringing it back to center and switching sides, bringing your left leg up into a right angle, into our half frog, and lifting the foot up, pivoting at the knee, not forcing anything, just lifting that leg as high as is comfortable as we lubricate the joints in the hip, knee, and ankle. Taking a big breath in here, drawing it down into the hips, and releasing. Lifting that foot a few more times, and coming back into stillness. Bring both the legs back to the center of your mat, laying down flat on your belly. Tuck your toes and tuck your chin to press the forehead gently into the mat, resting on your hands and breathing deeply into the lower back here as we rest into a crocodile pose. Plant your palms next to your chest and push yourself up, coming into a tabletop position. Step the knees out slightly wider as you send the hips back and come down into a child's pose, resting your forehead on the mat and just enjoying this restorative position after such deep hip stretches. You could sway your forehead from side to side, giving yourself a nice little head rub while we're in this shape. And remembering to breathe. Pushing yourself back up through all fours and coming to sit in a comfortable position on your sits bones. Crown above your heart, heart above your pelvis. Sitting up tall and strong. Settling into the body here as we begin to slow down our heart rate. Noticing any subtle shifts in sensation and taking some final barrel rolls with the spine, moving your torso, creating a big circle shape, going to the edges on each side, expanding your heart forward as you fill your belly with breath. And exhaling as you curve through the back and switching the direction of your circles. Feeling into all the space you've created in your practice today in your body. And coming back to center, go ahead and interlace your fingers in front of you. Turning your palms to face forward, pressing them gently outwards, feeling a nice stretch between the shoulder blades. Go ahead and lift those hands up overhead, keeping the fingers interlaced, feeling the stretch move through your shoulders and collarbone now. Bringing your hands down through heart center, coming together in a prayer position. Give yourself some love for taking the time to practice and move your body today. Namaste.